A rear-end driver, and he slipped on a big pile of dog crap, okay? He choked on a donut, fell down, and... What's my final
Burst
part?
into flames!
Right, burst into flames. Burst into flames.
Really? I'm sorry. Is he feeling better?
That's bad.
Okay, when I say go, give it like a couple seconds just so we can... All right, anytime you guys are ready.
I
knew I shouldn't have gotten up in the morning. My mom is going to kill me.
Officer, what's the charge
You
here?
gentlemen know you were back-end parking this afternoon?
Yeah, I know, but doesn't it appear like this, you're taking us
Listen,
a little
I
far?
don't care. Shut up, all right? 5 years ago, my partner was chasing a back-end driver. He slipped on a pile of dog dew, fell down, choked on a croissant, and burst into flames.
I'm sorry.
He had diarrhea for 5 weeks.
Is he feeling better? No?
that was...
You guys have to keep talking after that. And then... You have to say shut up. You have to say shut up and... Yeah, so just say it one more time. That was good. We could probably still even use that.
Try it again. All right.
So can you read the lines okay there?
I wasn't reading them.
Oh, okay. That was good. So all you do is...
But police officers don't eat croissants. They eat donuts.
Donuts.
Well, let's say donut.
Let's say donut. Raspberry jelly filled. All right, here we go. Are you going to use those little handcuffs? Should we be like handcuffed together here?
You want us to... Can you see it? If we were to be cuffed, should we be...
Here, have you put your arms behind your back and I'll cuff David.
Yeah, that way it'll look...
Okay, you could be... Why don't you be cuffing me when we begin this scene?
Perfect, yeah.
All right?
And then you lay the...
Chris, you're going to have...
I can't hold this flashlight.
Ouch.
Okay, anytime you guys are ready.
Car.
There you go.
All right.
Go for it.
Excuse me, Officer Pusser.
Look, we always should appear out of order, but it doesn't seem
Look,
like
do
you're
you
taking
guys
us a little
know you
far.
were back-end parking today?
Yeah, well, but
aren't
it
you
seems like
overacting?
that... Yeah,
Look, I don't care. Just shut up, all right? 5 years ago, my partner was chasing a back-end driver. Back-end parker.
We don't have the keys.
We don't have an actor.
It's okay. No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
He's all locked up now.
Bye, Dave. You should be able to pull him open or something like that.
Oh, what cheap handcuffs.
Yep. All right. Well, those are cheap, aren't they?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we'll try
You're
it.
doing fine.
All right.
Well, you're doing fine.
Like after you finish that whole thing, you had diarrhea for 5 weeks, whatever, like that.
Shut up.
Ramble on and just like, shut up. Like, yeah, real like cool.
And then pick him up?
And then pick him up and walk out of frame.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Excuse me, Officer Pusser. You know, I don't want to be irreverent here, but...
Doesn't it seem like you're taking this a little far?
Hey, do you guys know you were back-end parking
Yeah,
today?
Yeah, well,
we
yeah,
realize
but
that,
I mean,
you know,
doesn't it seem like...
Listen, I don't care. Shut up.
Okay.
5 years ago, my partner was chasing a rear-end parker.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He slipped on a pile of dog crap,
Yeah.
fell down, choked on his donut, and burst into flames.
Oh, my. I'm sorry. Is he feeling better?
He had diarrhea for 5 weeks.
God, that's disgusting. Were you hugged as a child, sir?
Shut up.
Does that work?
Stop, or I'll be forced to say stop again.
You do it the other way.
Ready?
Yeah.
Stop, or I'll be forced to say stop again.
Recording anytime you're ready.
The jump, or do you want us?
Well, if you want to give it a try, just get part of it. But what you can do is actually come right up to the camera.
Right up there?
Yeah, I mean, just get, well, you know, roughly right around this area.
Right.
And we just get set here. Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah. But wrestle. Anytime you guys are ready.
Glad they water this grass. Oh, hey.
Set. 15, 10. Christian, turn your camera on. It's on bars. They're coming in through the front door. Hurry up.
Gotcha.
Let's go.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Dave.
Oh, wait. Christian, get this thing out of my face.
Hey,
Get it out of
Bill,
my face.
would you lighten up, pal? Christian, I'm really, really sorry about this. He's in a bad mood. Look, I gotta go. Get a Band-Aid for Christian.
Welcome to On the Air with Bill and Dave. Tonight's guests are Kim Logan and Steve Emerson.
Tow away. I got your tow away right there.
Jeez Louise. Bill, can we just...
Did you see this? Did you see? No, we're not gonna cut. We're not gonna cut. We're not gonna cut. No, we're not gonna cut.
Our director, Steve Cohen.
No.
This is
Listen. I try to show some reverence. You know, I try to have some respect for the Pepperdine campus.
I wanna
what it
apologize,
represents, the
first
Christian
of all.
atmosphere, so forth. I try to do that, but this is too far. Five
But
tickets.
this is
Dave.
not the appropriate-
5 tickets in the last week. Every time I go down to check my account, we're talking.
No, if I can just explain, for my partner's tempestuous attitude this evening. Basically, earlier today, Bill and I had a slight run-in with public safety. And
Slight?
He's,
I don't
no,
know
he's just the
what
least
slight.
bit
I don't
upset about it, and he's chosen tonight to air his feelings. And look, pal, if you would just calm down, look.
Yeah. Okay.
You just calm down for a moment,
Yeah,
breathe
right,
easy,
right, yeah,
and think about what happened today. If you'd stop being so selfish and just think back to what happened today and the benefit involved, maybe you'd think a little differently. I mean, let's go back over and see what happened today, shall we? Let's just kind of fade back. I feel a dream sequence coming on, you know?
Going home this
kind of a grainy feeling.
Yeah, that's.
Anyway, it comes up.
Just got a call in on a 21113A.
What's that?
That's back in Parker. These calls are pretty frequent, but they can get pretty nasty sometimes. Well, gentlemen. Up again. No, wait!
Oh, God. Bill can't afford to lose his library privileges. They can't give him another ticket. God, no!
You stay where you are, boy.
I ain't moving. Please.
I knew I should have just stayed in bed.
Excuse me, Officer Pusser. You know, I don't want to be irreverent here, but
Doesn't it seem like you're taking this a little far?
Hey, you guys know you were back in parking today?
But I mean, doesn't it seem like
Listen, I don't care. Shut up.
Okay.
5 years ago, my partner was chasing a rear-end Parker.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He slipped on a pile of dog crap,
Yeah.
fell down, choked on his donut,
Oh.
and burst into flames.
Oh, my. I'm sorry. Is he feeling better?
He had diarrhea for 5 weeks.
God, that's
geez.
disgusting.
Were you hugged as a child, sir?
Shut up.
See, now, if you think back to it, Bill, it was really just...
I suppose. Oh, hang
Oh,
on.
thank you.
We're waking up now.
Zamfir, thank
waking
you.
up.
Thanks for dropping by. Mwah. Welcome to On the Air.
Well, now that I think about it, I guess I should have a little more respect for our friends in the blue uniforms.
Exactly.
We just turned on the record.
A
Don't
lesson
do that.
well learned. Let me shut this off. Whew.
Welcome,
Sorry, that was
everybody.
Zamfir.
This is it.
On the Air with,
I'm Bill.
and I'm Dave, and this is kind of an offshoot of our radio bit. You know, many radio personalities have come and gone. You've got Rick Dees doing his radio TV shtick. You had, you know, Wolfman Jack doing Midnight Special, favorite show of both of ours. But we like to say that this is our own original contribution to the world of talk show.
Exactly.
To the talk show spectrum. Normally we do a radio show every Tuesday night, 8 to 10 on KMBU, 98.3 FM. If we could just plug that a bit, take advantage. Plug. But now we're branching out into that wonderful vista known as TV. And each and every week, or at least every time that we can get a crew together to do a show we'll be doing on the air?
Not just any kind of TV, Dave.
Oh,
Cable TV.
yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't
But
get much better than that.
basically, this is the concept. You know, they came to us, you know, the founders of this fine university, and they said, Bob and Dan, we want you to do a show that is radio. It's going to be radio on television.
Right.
And here we are. And this is literally radio. We are now patched in through the Malibu campus.
Yeah.
And this is all authentic stuff here. I mean,
Darn tootin'.
feel the weight in this.
I tell you,
Feel
remember
that.
when you used to get like nurses' kits? This is a radio kit that we have
Exactly.
procured from the good folks
Yeah.
at Fisher Price this evening. This was actually used at one time.
By what?
By,
What?
gosh knows, no, I think this is provided for by Bill Dawson. Thanks, Bill.
Fisher Price Radio.
Yeah, so everything, what we're trying to think of that everything here is totally operational.
Exactly.
And, you know, certainly...
We can prove that
keep
right
turning
now.
the record player on,
Yeah.
so,
well, let's show them how this stuff
Shall we?
works.
Hey, you take over on the
We're
turntable,
gonna do a commercial. Is that
Yeah,
what
we're going to go to PSA, and when we come back, gosh knows what frivolity will ensue. We've got some big-time movie folks. I keep hitting this. Kim Logan from Under the Boardwalk, and later on Steve Emerson from Lambada.
Lambada fan.
Whew, I'm hyperventilating. Okay,
Stick
so
around.
stick around, won't you?
People in the National Guard and Reserve make up over 40% of our nation's combat-ready forces. It's a job that requires them to face some very big challenges. So please, don't make their biggest challenge asking you for time off to do their training.
Mr. Aldridge, you, got a minute?
Be a hero. Give your employees the freedom to protect ours.
There are people out there who need help, but don't have anyone with the right skills and knowledge to turn to for help with their taxes. You or your organization can be there for someone who needs help. Volunteer your time, and the IRS will volunteer the training to help make someone's taxes less taxing.
Some people think Social Security is just for retirement.
But if a serious illness or injury puts you out of work, Social Security can pay disability.
Even if you're years from retirement.
And it would pay your family survivor's benefits if somehow your life gets cut short.
So what benefits can you expect? Find out by calling 1-800-2345-SSA.
For your own personal earnings and benefit estimate statement. Social Security, it's not just for retirement.
It's for life.
How many of them could be saved if only they came with instructions? Please learn American Red Cross Infant and Child CPR. American Red Cross. We help you help others.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
That seemed like an eternity that we were away from
It
people.
did. Gosh, I missed you. Little REM
Good
there
audience
for you.
tonight, though.
Yeah, a fine audience. We want to thank you guys for coming out this evening. Very much so.
You know, I was in Kansas the other day.
Yeah?
Well, usually, you know, people throw out references and there's one person.
Who's been to Kansas? Yeah. Oh, thank you.
There he is.
Dr.
Lawrence,
David
I believe.
Davenport, thanks for coming by. Appreciate
Well, our
it.
first guest tonight, the first ever guest of the Bill and Dave on the air bit.
Quite the
is
honor.
the kind of person that you say, you know, I've seen this person before.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I saw him accept that Emmy. I saw him accept that Grammy. I saw him accept that. And, you know, I just don't know who they are.
Yeah,
And
well,
it's a pleasure to have her tonight.
In keeping in the fine tradition of TV3, in the past, we brought you such big-timers as Gary Coleman and that guy from the Hogan family. So,
Right.
in keeping in that same...
Kirk Cameron.
Something like that. So, in keeping in that high tradition, we're bringing you one of the true shining stars on the cinema these days. Bill, do the intros. Ladies and gentlemen...
Kim Logan.
Yeah! Yes.
Hello, Kim. How are
Thank
you?
you.
Help yourself to the microphone.
Thank you for being
Hello.
here. No, just
Wait,
shake
it's
Bill's
just one of
hand,
those
that's fine.
budget
I'll
things.
just be
Yeah,
sitting
don't
over here.
shake his hand.
Yeah, it's kind of a renegade kind of show.
Yeah,
you know,
just
it's
put that-
rough, ragged. Yeah,
But you get
put
to
your
take
own
that with you.
microphone.
Is that working? Is it working in there?
Can you hear it? Can you hear it back
We've
there?
got a fish window into our direct.
Yeah.
Kim Logan, how are you?
Good.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Oh, thank you. It's
You
great
know,
to
you
be
took
here.
time out from shooting. Where were you shooting?
The latest. You're actually you're on hiatus right now, are you not?
I am. I'm
from your
choosing
weekly
scripts right
Yeah.
now.
Kim, for those of you that are thinking, gosh, where is it I've seen her? Well, come on. You know, if you're a perennial video shopper like myself, you've of course seen Kim in one of her latest works, Under the Boardwalk, shot on location here in Malibu.
I believe that did not receive the Golden Palm at Cannes Award.
It did.
That's
it
true.
Did.
The French,
also the Peabody.
French deal over
You've
there.
done your homework.
Very much.
You know.
Yeah, hey, you know,
all
our
right
chat
here.
sheet. Tell us a little bit about the film for those here in the audience who may not have seen it.
Oh, well, gosh, it was released 3 years ago, and I'm sure you know it was the sleeper hit of the summer.
Oh, truly.
And it was just a surf movie, but it was more than a surf
Not
movie.
just a surf movie.
I mean, imagine Dr. Zhivago in a surf movie, and that's basically what you've got here. Right up there with, you know...
cutting on the Russian steps.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that I saw that. That was kind of the trailer beforehand. But you had... well, anyway, give us an idea of the plot line of the basic, you know, the film.
It just really delved into the essence of surfing and what goes through a surfer's mind.
Oh, yeah. Well, and what was just...
There's an essence of surfing.
I
hadn't been
didn't
aware of
realize that. Yeah. Well,
Then you haven't seen the movie.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah.
Touche.
Actually, no.
Touche.
Ah, yeah. Well,
Would you like an album?
Oh, sure. Thank
Trying to
you.
go, thank you. We like to give free gifts. You know, we couldn't afford the sweatshirts that Tootie dished out, so make sure we're giving out the cheap props.
We got
on set. And if you're really good, we'll give you the board afterwards. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Under the Boardwalk. How originally, I should say, did you get involved in the film?
Well, I didn't really know that I was going to become an actress. I was working as a promotions hostess in a club in West Hollywood.
Oh, really?
And an agent spotted me and asked if I wanted to be in his latest film.
Kind of like the whole Lana Turner drugstore bit. Yeah, it's a cliche story, but it works. It works. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, well, good deal. Well, I mean, what would you say that the film, from an artistic perspective, was creatively satisfying? Did you feel like that you fulfilled your acting strata? Would you say?
I thought it was very challenging.
Well put.
Very challenging. I really felt that I was stretched as an actress because I didn't.
No, you're not literally.
Well, I had no. Well,
oh, that was that big mass torture scene. Yeah, I remember that.
That didn't
I didn't watch this film, but this isn't one of those kind of films, is it?
No, it didn't actually.
They still don't let me in those sections. Yeah.
I had to
NR
play the part of a valley girl. And
oh, so it was a character study.
Oh, yes.
Big stretch.
I did a lot of research, actually.
Did you find yourself, you know, staying at malls, things like that, you know,
constantly.
Why don't you get a camera on her anyway, because I really have nothing funny to say. Thank you for that bit.
There she is.
Yeah, exactly.
So what struck you about the script?
I mean, there are just many.
The fact it was leather bound. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Blue or Staples. Anyway.
Well, as I said before, I didn't pick the script. It basically picked me.
Oh,
so,
okay. So they
I'm not
seek you out.
You say?
Yeah, seriously. No. So you're saying they seeked you out? Well, I mean, you know, Under the Boardwalk for most actors and actresses, this could be their one singular work, and they could retire a happy, you know, person.
Great.
But you, as a thespian, always seeking new challenges, new vistas, new roads ahead. There's got to be something more. What is it going to be? I mean, do you see yourself eventually directing, perhaps Shakespeare in the Park, or you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, what's next?
It's hard to say. I'm getting offers every day now because of this film, and I just have to pick and choose. I don't want to go certainly down after making such a...
Yeah, that is one of the big challenges, is the fact that after you do a film of the caliber of Under the Boardwalk, you know, it's like Kevin Bacon after Footloose. Everything else was kind of secondary, wasn't it? Yeah.
She's having a baby, just didn't pan.
No, but the Quicksilver, fine film, like the bicycle scene. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
should we do the clip?
Yeah.
Did you bring a clip?
You brought a clip for us.
Of course.
This is okay. This
I always wanted to say that. Did you bring a clip?
She brought a clip for us now. From what I understand, this is pretty much the pivotal scene, certainly for your character, and dare I say it, for the entire film. Would you say that?
Oh.
Take it, Chris.
All right. Take it. This is Under the Boardwalk with Kim Logan.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
I mean, I cannot even, I'm moved. you know,
careful,
it's hard
don't get
to
too
see
near the
why
board, you'll
critics
electrocute yourself.
Did not, you know, didn't go nuts over that.
Would you say that you're more of a Brechtian actress, or do you prefer the method? I mean, I was just so awestruck by the whole thing.
The what?
It's an acting term.
Uta
Anyway.
Hagen is who I like to study.
What's that?
Uta Hagen.
Oh, really? Yeah. Golly, Wally
an
Doodle
ice
all the
cream.
day. Yeah, it is. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
stirring stuff.
truly,
Very
truly.
nice.
I mean, did you
Good
find, I mean, are you a one-take?
Video frozen.
Video frozen?
Video frozen. That's the Haagen-Dazs flavor.
Exactly. So Bill and I are like the proverbial video otter pops now. Okay, what are we? Are we back? Are we doing this now? It's only radio.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Blackout. About what happened? Yeah, you have to say it. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Oh, outstanding. Outstanding, boy, yeah. Seriously. Well, now I can see, gosh, the fact that you would even flatter us by being on this show, I mean, wow.
Stirring.
Yeah, offers pouring in. So, you know, do you see a sequel for Under the Boardwalk, perhaps on top of the proverbial boardwalk at some point coming?
I certainly hope so.
Well, very much so.
I'd love to.
Do you think your character will continue to grow and stretch as she obviously did in that scene? Perhaps go to a different store or something.
Yes,
You know,
I'm-
perhaps move on,
Get
to
some
ladies'
shoes.
lingeries and earrings. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent, excellent.
Good work.
Well,
Maybe.
once again, Kim Logan, thanks for coming by. Please know that you're always welcome here on the air. And gosh, golly, let's have a big hand for Miss Kim Logan, Under the Boardwalk.
Good. Well, you know, as we like to set up here, this is our first talk show, and we're kind of easing into this college thing. You
Right,
know?
right.
It's kind of, it's college television. It's the best we can do, but
Yeah.
we have these deals.
needle just came off
We don't want to blatantly rip off anybody, but we seem to find that there's a certain following with certain talk shows that you would find on, say, some of the networks.
Right. I mean, when people come up to us, they say, hey, is this going to be just another rip-off the same old Letterman, Arsenio, Karsten stick? And we reply with a hearty yes.
Yes,
Actually,
it is. Yeah.
So
As
in
much as we can get away with.
trying to install the hallowed tradition that TV3 seems to have of just blatantly ripping off other television programs, we here at On the Air would like to continue that, will we not?
As much as we can.
We're referring specifically to the show In Living Color with Keenan Wayne Ivins Ding Dong.
Have you seen it? I haven't seen the show.
The Fox Network. It's an excellent comedy show. It's kind of a black laugh-in. That was kind of no, that's what they called it. That's the man's own terms. Don't write a letter, okay?
Who's
Anyway.
doing the Ruth Buzzy part, though?
Ruth Brown, Ruby D from Do the Right Thing, I believe they've got set up for that. Anyway, so we're just being told to stretch this. Just so
What does this mean exactly? Make bread
This
after?
is where we're kneading bread over here.
I don't know
for
what
a
that
cooking
means.
segment coming up. Anyway, now the whole idea is in viewing In Living Color, we basically had two choices. Either we ask Kim Fields back, which of course isn't going to happen tonight.
Not anymore.
We'll
We can get into that
back
later.
on her a little
Yeah.
later in the show, or we try to incorporate one particular aspect of the show, and that would be the Fly Girl.
We wanted our own. We thought the only way we can compete with these real, with these actual shows is if we, incorporate
Come up
our
with
own
some really
style.
saucy babes.
So we went out and we found, we sent our scouts out. We had about half a dozen men scouring the beaches of Southern California to come up with the Bill and Dave On the Air Fly Girl, and I think we've succeeded, Dave.
Oh, truly. I mean, far above our wildest expectations. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to present you for the first time here on the Air, our official Fly Girl. This is Sexy Samantha, the On the Air Fly Girl. Take it away, Samantha.
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to cut this premature. I'm sorry. Go to commercial or something. I'm sorry. That's over with. I think I pulled the groin muscle. I'm sorry. That's it.
From the McGruff Files, the case of the Tucson tip-off. In the Midtown area of Tucson, Arizona, things were no doggone good. Burglaries were up, spirits were down, and folks were fed up. So they worked with police to get their neighborhood back. They organized community watch groups. In just 3 weeks, burglaries were down 30%. The people of Tucson are making a difference, and you can too. Write this down, and I'll show you how you can help take a bite out of crime.
All right, let's see. My taxes, income tax.
For some people, doing their basic tax forms by themselves can make them feel like they're climbing the walls.
My name is, my full name is, I remember that, dependent.
If you need help, free tax help is available from IRS-trained volunteers. Find them by calling 1-800-424-1040. They'll make your taxes less taxing.
Boy, didn't know all you people really enjoyed filling out your tax form all that much. Yeah, well, you know. We strive for the best in PSAs. Yeah. Well, anyway, you're joining us back. Yeah, please do. These fully functional turntables. Welcome back to On the Air with
Bill
and Dave. And gosh golly, the show is just going at breakneck speed, isn't it?
It's
feeling the bends. Woo.
We've already done 30 minutes, and I can't believe it's over.
Yeah. So thanks, everyone. No, actually, we're about only halfway through this shtick.
Yeah.
And again, are we going to get a shot of the control room now?
Yeah. Let's introduce some of the people that put this baby together.
Some of that. Let's get a camera shot. A little howdy-do of our people there in the engineering booth.
This is like going to the zoo where you look at the baby animals.
Exactly. All right. Yeah. There we go. Hi, guys. Good to see you. Looking nice. Wait a minute. Rich Roberts did nothing on this show. Get out of here. Go. Go. No. Don't touch that.
Someone seized the board.
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
okay, come on. Bring it back to us. Thank you, guys. Anyway, well, we have, boy, killed a good 15 seconds with that bit. Anyway, moving right along.
Well, maybe we should do the community calendar thing.
Yeah, do we want to ask somebody?
Well, I think we can wing it. Do you remember him?
Not a single one. So why don't we? I tell you, Brad or John, would you go out and get it for us? What we do, you know, this is, as we said before, we're trying to incorporate as much of our radio shtick into this television show. And, of course, KMU is a community service-oriented radio station as well as, And so we're doing...
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you very much, dear. And so we figured we'd read some public service announcements over the air just to help you, those of you in the Pepperdine community and those of you interested as to what we do.
Well, this is kind of the whole radio. You know, you're seeing what a radio show is like, actually. You know, when you listen to radio, you can't see what they do, but this is...
But this is it right here. Boy,
this is it.
Our headphones are very thin.
Monday, a very special presentation by Dr. Thomas, The Sonnets of Mussolini, The Lighter Side of a Misunderstood Genius.
Get there early, first come, first serve for seating.
Tuesday there?
Yeah, on Tuesday. Yeah, he passes it over to me when it doesn't get a laugh. Tuesday, Marriott Corporation is having a special themed dinner salute to the pork nitrate, so you'll certainly want to be there for that.
Exactly.
Boy, where's the drummer when you need him? Bill, I'm going to let you do Wednesday. If it doesn't get a laugh, we're going to introduce the next guest. Yep.
Well, actually, I'm going to move on to Thursday because
it's much better day. Yeah, exactly. Take it.
Did we have writers for this show?
Yeah, obviously no. This is all just off the top of our heads. The paper's blank as the baby's bottom. Yeah, Thursday.
Usual Thursday night film in Elkins Auditorium entitled Animated VD Education Film Hansel and Gretel.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. All right, and we'll skip the last couple of ones. So anyway, thanks, Samantha. Boy.
Samantha.
God, how many writers do we have on this show? Anyway,
none.
About 14, and all of them, of course, had input.
Dave, you gotta take care of the.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll try and fix it.
Let's get to the next guest before everybody turns off in the Malibu area.
Exactly.
And the surrounding Appalachian Mountains. We've got another fine thespian, a man of the silver screen. He probably needs no introduction, though.
Oh, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. Yeah, some gum maybe.
You've seen him in the popular nutty kids hit that was such a smash over the summer.
Oh, it was much too insane.
Lambada, the rubbing up against each other dance. Steve Emerson.
Yeah! Yeah!
Steve.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks for being here, man.
Guys, isn't this
have
great?
The microphone.
I mean, you wouldn't think that on a college program that big-time serious celebs would turn out for something like this. But look at this.
Not at all.
Steve Lambada Emerson. Steve, welcome. Is this? Can we get a shot of Cyrano over here? Yeah.
Let me tell you something, okay? Bob, Dan, I mean, I'm just thrilled to be here tonight and just rap with you folks.
Come here. You got a little on your glasses.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna wipe that off with a tie. Thank you very much. The film is Lambada, and I mean, basically, you know. The less said there, the better. I mean, what more can you say?
Let's try to distinguish here. There are more than one Lambada film.
Yeah, originally when we had this set up, we figured that this was Lambada, the Forbidden Dance. And I might say we were the victims of a pretty serious tongue-lashing compliments of Mr. Emerson here. Steve, you take the whole Lambada confusion, cinematically speaking, pretty serious.
Well, it was Lambada, the Forbidden Dance.
No.
As far as I'm concerned, there was one Lambada movie. Lambada set the night on fire, the original.
Okay. Now, at that particular time, there were a good 27 Lambada films. You had this one. You had Lambada the Forbidden Dance. You had...
The Muppets Lambada.
Yeah, Godzilla versus Lambada. You had Lambada Does Dallas. The whole deal. And this one lasted, a good 2 days, I think, in the theater. I mean, do you think that this film was ahead of its time, Steve?
Well, I feel there was a great deal of interest for it to be released on the home video market because of the demand for the film, Dan. And
Thank you, Milo. In fact, speaking of the video, we've got a copy of a set right here. Tell me, what was it like working with Shabba-Doo?
There you go.
Shabba-Doo, who was, of course, last seen in Breakdancing 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Shabba-Doo and I got along.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. The warehouse is watching. We apologize. Yeah. Anyway, so Shabba-Doo, would you say, an artiste, dedicated, prima donna?
Shabba-Doo was extremely dedicated. We got along very well. We spent a few evenings together dancing. We hit Florentine Gardens together.
Yeah. Really?
He's really
that
great
18
guy.
or overnight, or?
No, actually, I believe it was.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to ask this, Steve, and I hope that this isn't embarrassing. Well, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and show the clip. Okay, I tell you what. We'll go to the clip, and then we'll get to kind of a serious matter. This is Steve Emerson in Lambada. Check it out. Wait. I don't think we saw Steve.
Actually,
is there a problem back in the studio? I tell you, why don't we go back? Let me see if we can.
Is that the right clip? Because
let's see this again.
I understand it was supposed to be the poignant love scene.
Yeah, let's see this again. Yeah! Excellent. Oh, man, much better. Steve Emerson, ladies and gentlemen.
Steve, the Pistol Emerson. Unbelievable work.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself, Steve. And all the girls here were just going nuts. The place was a buzz today.
Oh, the line was
of your arrival.
Basically, what happened was I had a great deal of success as a child actor, and I was looking for that particular film that would allow me to bridge that gap from child actor to adult actor. And I'd gone out and I auditioned for the part of Vinny on Doogie Howser, MD, Doogie's best friend. I did not receive the part, basically because I didn't have the Boston accent they were looking for, but all the same, Hollywood was abuzz about this new up-and-coming shining talent, Steve Emerson.
That would be you.
Yes, Steve Emerson.
Very nice. Speaking
that number again, Steve Emerson.
Yeah, turning serious for a moment, rumor has it, according to People magazine and some of the other supermarket tabloids, that you and Danny Terrio have had a kind of a long-standing feud. That would be Danny Terrio of Dance Fever fame. Do you care to comment about this particular feud here on camera, Steve-O? Sorry to put you on the spot like this.
Danny and I have had our problems in the past, and basically we're trying to put those behind us. He's had a great deal of fame and fortune, and I've had problems in the past, and I'm just trying to make up for what had happened, and we're going to put things behind us.
Well,
we're looking at possibly featuring him in my upcoming film.
What would that be?
Lambada 2, Set the Night on Fire, the original.
Oh, really? Fantastic.
Set the Night on Fire, the young years.
Yeah.
The early years.
We'll certainly be combing the video stores for that.